And tonight we begin a special series looking into the intense battle to be the next mayor of Cleveland. We're calling this series Leading the Land. And in part one, our Sara Shookman and Naymik sat down with 6 major candidates at the Cleveland Public Theater to talk about everything from police reform to dirt bikes on the streets.
Let's just jump right in, and when these guys are ready.
Ready.
What is the most important police reform you will pursue as mayor?
The first reform is funding. The city has been hoarding money. It's sitting on over $80 million in funds that could be used to hire more police.
For me, it's going to be executing the Civilian Oversight Review Board that's going to be on the ballot this November.
Accountability.
Period?
Period.
We need to make sure that we're giving the police the tools and the support that they need to do this very difficult job.
We're going to hold police accountable, but at the same time, we are going to make sure that officers have the best equipment that they need. Not only police, but you have firemen who are living in fire stations that are falling apart.
Neighborhood police mini stations.
Would you bring them back?
When I was a child, we had neighborhood police stations, and that's how I first met police officers, when they would be walking the beat or sitting in their office down the street. Yes, the neighborhood stations would be back.
So I'll bring that back. I mean, it's not about just a place for police to sit. They'll be walking the streets.
Roughly 51% of our cops are walking the beat. The other 49% are in desk jobs. That allocation of our forces doesn't make any sense to me. I want to shift that mix to 70% walking the beat, patrolling our community.
That's my goal. That is part of my plan. Foot patrols, bike patrols, community relations committee, community service unit, and just making sure that we really fully understand all the uniqueness of every Cleveland neighborhood.
You're going to see me walking the beat itself. You're going to see me in classrooms. You're going to see me bringing city services to the people. And I think, and also for the police, you're going to have a champion mayor who's not just going to criticize, but also is going to make sure that you have high quality equipment to be able to do your job.
Illegal dirt bike riders have not only become sort of a symbol of lawlessness, but there is a legitimate safety issue that comes along with it. How do you plan to address it?
When I'm elected mayor, that ends. I intend to crack down on all of those gangs who feel that they have the right to take over neighborhoods, to take over parks, to take over streets, to bring a form of lawlessness to this community.
This propaganda that's going out by some of my competitors who are saying that these riders are riding around, shooting guns and things, this thing is not true. The first thing that I would want to do, that I'm doing right now, is sit down with them, hear their concerns. They're human beings just like everyone else. Now, we won't tolerate the donuts in the middle of the street.
License them like you have to have every other vehicle on the street. If you drive a car or a truck, you have to be licensed and regulate them on the state level as well as on the city level.
I mean, when you look at a Kelly Jackson administration has gone along with these dirt bike riders, appeased these dirt bike riders, that the fact that we're going to build a $2.3 million dirt bike track, which you know I voted against, you know, when you do those type of things, then they feel as if, okay, everything's all right, everything's cool. But it's not all right.
We need to involve the community to where they see them. And then we just really have to make sure that when there's a call, that it becomes a priority call, that these dirt bikes are at a certain intersection, they're gassing up, they are fueling. We need to make sure that the police respond quickly.
I believe we need a special unit inside of our police department to track down and crack down on these ATVs.
And we want to mention that one candidate, DiBello, declined our request to participate in the series. Tomorrow, the candidates share their plans to help Cleveland recover from the pandemic. To hear the full interviews with each hopeful right now, you can go to WKYC.com.